Hey YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we're here for an update. It's been about 2 months. Yeah.
Sorry it's been so long.
Let us start with the numbers. Go ahead.
You start with the number because I don't know what the...
Okay, I am 5 feet 4 inches
okay,
tall.
we do height. Okay.
Started the journey at 262 pounds in December of 2012. Had lap band surgery. Got down. My lowest was 169 when my band slipped. In 2014, had my band repositioned. And then maintained in the 170s for a while. And then in 2000, I don't know, 16 or 7, I think 16, started gaining weight back. And then last year, 2018, not last year, 2 years ago, 2018, I had my band removed in like August. And then I got the sleeve done in December of 2018. So I'm just a year post-sleeve. But my sleeve was not done and shaped correctly, so I did not lose as much weight as one would hope to lose. I was 213 or 209 when I got sleeved. Last time I came to you, I was 177.4. And today, I was 173, which I know BMI does not matter, but... that is the overweight as opposed to obese category. So like that means, and it's been a very long time since I've been 173. When I maintained with lap band, I maintained basically between 174 and 178. So to be 173 is really, really makes me happy. And I'm finally able to appreciate my body now. You know, if I never make it out of the 170s and the 160s, I'm okay with that because I'm found like I can wear cute clothes, and I think my body's still changing from my weightlifting and all the cardio and stuff. So sorry, that was a very long introduction.
No, that's good. So
how about you?
I didn't know how much information to give, so I'll give my stats like that too then. 6 feet tall. I got banded in December of 2012 at a starting weight of 320. The best I got was probably 2 years in. I was down to 211. So, and so that was about end of 2014, started 2015, maintained, and then slowly over time started to gain weight back. Ended up changing bariatric surgeons, having some tests run, and had to have my band removed in June of 2019. And then with that surgeon, I did a revision to bypass September 23rd of 2019. So at that weight, surgery weight was 280.2. So I'd gone up to 280.2. Yesterday made 15 weeks post-op, and I'm coming to you right now at a weight of 229.6. So that's a loss of 51.2 so far.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy with how things have been progressing.
And if you're wondering which was the better surgery, the bypass or the sleeve, the answer is it all depends on your surgeon. Because I got the crappy surgeon who...
Well, no, also remember, we both had a bariatric surgery of band, and they say if you're going to have a revision, you should go to bypass as the gold standard on that point. But your surgeon and you decided you wanted sleeve, and then it becomes how the sleeve is formed and the challenges there. But you've been doing fantastic.
And so that is where I'm at. And so had I done bypass, things might have been different, but I am now your cautionary tale, and he gets to be the good ending to the story.
Well, it was a rough road if you've seen some of our earlier videos of what happened to me post-op and those kinds of things. So it was very challenging. But I will say things have been going great, feeling great. The best things that have happened to me to help with my progress post-surgery, post-surgeries, I found the right vitamins for me. So I'm a fan of the gummies. So I take my multivitamin gummy. I take an iron gummy. I take my calcium chews. The ones that you got me, those caramel ones, are phenomenal. I've been taking religiously a probiotic, which has helped me tremendously from a bypass perspective. I still have I'll be honest, I still have some challenges where my body's like, you're going to go to the bathroom now, and I don't have any control over it. But the probiotic at least helps from a
Urgency?
The right word. From a consistency perspective, we'll say.
Consistency.
Consistency is important. And I don't mean how often I go. I mean, yes, the format. Recently, over the break, I started working out. So my dietitian...
Break. Some people don't know the break.
We take the last 2 weeks of the year off together. It's kind of like our tradition. And during that time, we used to have the week of feasting. We don't do that anymore.
Pre-weight loss surgeries.
Yes.
Pre-weight loss surgeries. That's how we got to weight loss surgery.
Yeah. But my dietitian wanted me to start being a little more physically active, both a combination of cardio as well as strength training. So I've been working out with Jen and her trainer doing strength training. And I will tell you, it's kicking my ass.
My trainer is no joke. Let me tell you, this man can deadlift over 700 pounds, okay? So we are not talking, we're just lifting.
Yeah, so Jen has
weights.
been working out with him for over 3 years now, and she is a beast.
It'll be 4 years in March.
So I watch her, and everything she does heavier weight than I do, more reps than I do, everything. And I'm just amazed at how great she does. So
you're just 3 weeks in, though.
I know, but so it's obvious that a good portion of the weight loss has also been muscle on my behalf. So I am so sore all the time now. We just worked out again today, and it's great while it's happening, but afterwards I'm like, I'm like an old man. So, but it's been good. So I've been really enjoying it, and my next appointment, I think, is in the late February time frame, with both my surgeon and my dietitian again to see how things are going. And then I use MyFitnessPal to track, and she actually goes in like the behind the scenes of it and changes my macros of what I should be focusing on, my percentages, my calories, all that kind of stuff. So she's a fantastic dietitian. I really like her a lot. And my surgeon's fantastic as well. That whole group over there is really wonderful. So I've been lucky from that perspective. Additional things I'm trying to do that help in my success are track. I weigh in Mondays, and so I do that. And I'll admit, this past week I actually gained a pound.
Well, that was your first time gaining.
Nope, that was my second time. I had a 0.6 gain.
You did?
Yep, after I came back from Mexico.
Oh, well, that was traveling out of the country.
And then a 1 pound gain over the Christmas break and stuff. But that was, I could tell purely what that was from is I strayed away from my normal things that I eat, and I was focusing much more on just enjoying crapola.
Well, and salty crap. You were eating Chinese food, so that's salty.
But, so there's gains that can happen even with bypass. But it's a matter of, tracking, weighing, to keep control of it.
Therapy?
Therapy.
You talk about your feelings and stuff?
Well, that's not one of my necessary... So I was going to say kind of the 4 goals or pillars are weighing. Don't skip that, because then it'll get away from you. Continue to see your doctor and your dietitian. Track. And then I also go to support meetings that are offered by one of the local surgeons here. It's not the surgeon I use, but it's a great support group. It's a bunch of folks who are both bands. Who are bypass and sleeves. So it's great to get the perspective there. And one of the guys in the group, he's really great. He's 5 years post bypass surgery, and he's a wealth of information. So I enjoy talking to him. So those kind of things. But then also the mental health aspect of it, I think, is extremely important. That's one of the things that any kind of program doesn't necessarily stress. They think, once you lose the weight, it'll be great. No, I am one of those people, when I look in the mirror, I still see my same fat self. It just, no matter how much weight I lose.
And it's crazy, because when I look at him, I'm like, how can you not see? I mean, you're looking fantastic.
So it's one of the things that my therapist said, what you need to do is spend more. She's like, what do you look in the mirror? I'm like, well, when I'm brushing my teeth, or, as I'm walking to and from the shower. She's like, spend some time looking in the mirror. Look at things like, you can see your collarbone, and you can see where your rib cage is. And when people say things to you like, you look different, did you get new glasses or a haircut? It's they're noticing weight loss in your face. So it's those kinds of things that'll help you realize the success of your journey in those. So it's important for me to also, one of the things that she helped stress is I turned off the signals from my brain when I was gaining weight, because I didn't want to know those things. But now it's important to turn those same signals back on. It could be something as simple as, another notch on the belt. Or, look, I'm a little further away than the steering wheel I used to be. So it's those kinds of things that are not just looking at a number on a scale, or the size of the pant you're on that help you realize the success of the journey.
Did you want to talk about what you learned? I think it was Christmas Day with the cookies.
So I had a very self-induced dumping episode. Jen bakes these cookies.
It wasn't my cookies. It was the cookies that you stole from that lady. Remember Christmas Eve at Steve's house?
No, those weren't a problem. It was your cookies.
It was my cookies?
It was your cookies.
Oh, then it was the day after
Because those were
Christmas.
basically fig.
Oh.
So Jen made these cookies, and they're phenomenal. And the last time I had them, I don't know when it was. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe a cookie won't be such a big deal. So I had a cookie, and I'm like, well, I'll just have another one. And then another one. So I ended up eating 6 cookies in a very short span. And then I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to die now. I felt so bad. I felt like I wanted to die.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
bad.
it took about 2 hours, I think, for it to finally subside. It was miserable. And as much as I love those cookies, I'm like, I'm never going to do that again because that is not a feeling I want to ever have.
To be fair, though, you had not had any real
No,
sugar
I had not-
between
no.
your surgery and that was the day after Christmas.
I would say I had not eaten anything with added sugar up until that point because I know I'm in that honeymoon phase. The best habits I'm going to form, the best I'm going to do is now. So why push the limits if I don't have to? But I was a dummy and I really wanted it and I got what I deserved.
And to be fair, these are cookies that I make because when I make them, everybody I know, like I have vegans that stop being vegan to eat these cookies. So.
And I was so great. I'm like, you know what? I think I want one of those cookies. And then I just overdid it. So it was stupid.
But those cookies have a magic power to them. It's not really your fault.
So the funny part though is the magic power was at the end of that week I had actually lost weight.
Well, but
yes,
that's the honeymoon
yes,
phase. That's not real life.
Exactly. So, but in general, it's been a great experience. It's kind of like childbirth. So they say. I've forgotten about the surgery already.
I was saying, what manner was that childbirth? Yeah. But yeah, so that is what we've been happening so far.
And one of the things I want to do on my next visit to my surgeon is, between him and the dietitian, understand where they see me from a goal perspective at a healthy weight. Because I know the lowest I've ever gotten to, I know where I ended up on lap band. So I'm trying to get some direction from them where they think a good
But it may just
weight
be that
is.
your body tells you where
Absolutely. Absolutely as well. But I know for me on my frame at 6 feet tall, once I reach a certain weight, I start to look unhealthy, actually. And that's one of those things where for me to reach a healthy BMI, it's such a low number that I don't want to necessarily be at that number unless they think that's where I should be. But that's one of the things I'm going to ask them on my next visit, and I'll report back to you all on what they say.
Okay.
So that's what I got.
So that's what we have. We will see you again eventually. We love your faces. Kick some fat asses. And I don't remember what the other thing was.
You're all big losers. Something like that?
Something about being big losers. I don't know. Anyways, hope you had a great new year, and we will see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, YouTube.